Hello everyone, Lee here, and I am going to tell you about my story on October 23rd, 2015, which was just over 10 years ago from the upload date of this video. So, let's get started. On Friday, October 23rd, 2015, a burglary took place in my family's house while we were not there during the day. We did not realize in disbelief that we were robbed, until we later got back home ourselves, with the perpetrator already having left the scene. The suspect had successfully broken into our rear entry door, inflicting damage to part of the right of the interior wooden door frame. Here are my drawings of the old door, before and after the burglary. Awfully, this criminal move resulted in a growing number of pestering flies entering our home through the damaged gap, though it didn't skyrocket significantly. Furthermore, we obviously learned that some things stolen during the break-in were our first flat-screen LG TV, our first iMac, and an iPad mini. This became a disastrous setback for us, since we had counted on these influential electronic devices for our entertainment times, and even access to valuable information for our knowledge to develop. Before the burglary happened, I had enjoyed vocally mocking and spoofing the audio of the old GPB Kids promo for Thomas and Friends, which I had seen on the LG TV, on at least a weekend, likely Saturday. Through a useful sense of humor, this encouraged me to get well along with the show's theme song in a positive and fun way, to quell my irritated response to it. Yes, I temporarily disliked Thomas and Friends for that, but it's a good thing I went back to generally liking it for now. Also, I had great times having fun with our former iMac. One of them was playing some new games on the Nickelodeon website, including SpongeBob SquarePants Are You Smarter Than Patrick Star? Interestingly, I was never able to beat this one at that time, because I thought the Barn and Barnacles question was a dead end for me. On top of that, however, I never had a chance to succeed in properly setting up Adobe Flash Player for the computer, which was required for playing old Flash games that were part of my childhood, particularly those with Fetch with Rough Man content. Anyway, back to my main story. My family often believed that the potential cause for the break-in at our home was our recent DirecTV Genie DVR order, which took effect on the previous day, Thursday, October 22nd. Fortunately, I had this one decent moment of relief in the wake of the burglary on the day I mentioned earlier, October 23rd, 2015. When my family had a policeman called in for the investigation, I tried to help once, while we were listing the stolen items, most likely by saying, TV, in the living room, as I was referring to it. Based on what I remember, this led to a good brief sense of humor, with the officer gladly giggling. As time proceeded afterward, I had practiced some memorable activities to ease my anxiety, and to build myself a fun experience, following this tragic and life-changing event. They include expansive internet browsing on my PlayStation Portable. One day, I was able to look up with expectation that the weather was currently cloudy while using this game device outside our home, as a small image of Soul Clouds popped up on my screen. Watching the Berenstain Bears YouTube poops, and Plotagon made Caillou Gets Grounded videos on YouTube for iPhone. Assembling leftover chocolate candy packets to widely display corresponding numbers on carpet floor at home on a cloudy day, just after Halloween ended. And reading local library books, despite some struggling moments I went through. Yeah, things often went better for me and my family later on. Yet, we would not face another post-burglary incident at our home until March 28, 2017, which involved several distinct circumstances, compared to the previous one. So, that's this resilient story I would like to share with you for now, and I hope it may inspire listeners who have dealt with similar burglary-related situations, especially those who have been enduring their own life-changing experiences for a long time. I will occasionally post some other stories connected to, or following this one in the future as well. In the meantime, feel free to keep an eye out for them, and I'll see you next time. Bye.